My friend. So look at this man. This is how I am feeling. No. So the video that I am going to do will be one of the easiest perhaps ever done. This video is about hitting the bell. So I never talk about this because when I do the videos, I just focus on the content and perhaps a little bit about the comments and booking online lessons. But I never say the most important part. Perhaps you need to activate the bell. So the reason for this is that you won't get notified about this channel otherwise. So it won't appear in your feed. The my the channel my channel is a kind of paradox because it is growing, but the views they are not what they should be, and there is not this is nothing. It has nothing to do with the like in view hate. Actually, it is almost the same like big channels, but I don't get many views, and I don't want to the whole time overthink YouTube and thumbnail and title more as I can or should as a poor humble musician composer. So this leads to the second point. So I hate publicistic. I hated publicity. So it is the contrary of what I do. I am my expertise is to communicate the hidden, mysterious, unspoken things using music. So and when I do something that is like for the public, the I do some marketing part, but and I developed this part, but it's not what I want to be all the time concerned about. The main reason for this is that it is almost impossible to make it coherent with let's say a model of education that has integrity. Okay, it's very hard. It's very hard to do this without doing all the stupid things that the morons are doing out there. So it's hard to do some things without exaggerate some concepts, and exaggerating some titles is almost the norm. So I did this test a lot of times, and in some videos it does not work, but for some videos it is ridiculous. So if I put Wagner's most beautiful chord, okay, then it gets views. But this is stupid because the whole logic of the publicistic, so the publicist logic, the marketing logic, it has a limit. I am not a communist, a Marxist. Actually, I would like to wish them a good middle finger, because nothing you say to them can survive. So they will always invert what you say. And ignore the facts that you point. So there's no intellectual discussion with this guy. So I learned it 10 years ago. This now I am not this, but capitalism has its problems, no? Because we don't have a nice culture that allows capitalism to run smoothly and in a humanist way. So we have capitalism with in my opinion, with all the possible combinations of junk that are derivatives of neo-Marxist culture and derivatives of dying conservative culture. Okay, so we live. We try to survive in eating the rests of Europe. Okay, so the worst part of a repressive culture, dogmatic repressive culture, and the worst part of an utopic revolutionary nonsense that killed millions. So market is hard. And what triggered me to do this video is, so I did now a post so about my film scoring theory, some elements of my film scoring theory that I am let's say starting to do a brain gymnastics and articulate this thoughts in the most synthetic way possible that I can do here for free, because at the conservatory I can speak for 2 hours, no? In YouTube they don't have time for 2 hours, because 2 hours of TikTok you can watch 200 videos, no? So I try to synthesize these thoughts on film scoring. I did an article. Then, for example, then you have to do a picture or something that, I don't know, to call the attention of people. Then I think, my God, which image I am going to do for such an abstract concept of ontology and musical aesthetics, and how I link this to practical compositional conclusions. It's hard. Then I have some ideas for some pictures I can generate with AI. I can do an abstract, beautiful Kandinsky picture or something. The point is that when I do what I really want to express, it has a conflict because I can always ask myself, okay, but people don't know Kandinsky, or perhaps I don't know another painter, the Bouguereau or the Raphael. This is not still the best because I can use just a picture of Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, and this is recognized. Okay, so this type of thinking is the whole time. So for thumbnails, this is the rule. So why am I going to use the composer Hugo Wolf in the title and in the picture if I know that John Williams will get more views? You get the point? And they are more or less similar for the broad beginner, not so expertise audience. They are almost co-natural. Okay, but of course for a more serious discussion, they are not the same. And I did a lesson about late romantic harmony, 1 hour lesson that some morons would call a masterclass, and split in 10 minutes cuts and put on Udemy and sell this as a course. So this is what I just a lesson. I don't know, my generation, a course was something that had 40 hours, okay, of content. But anyways, so I am forced to use the things that link and connect better to the public. Now, exactly this is the problem that we have nowadays. So everyone will always use the things that connect more. So then all my videos will be about Hans Zimmer, John Williams, and Jacob Collier. You get the point? So this is what happens with the algocracy. This is what is happening. And here is your importance. So hit the bell. So get notified if you see importance in this channel. So get notified. I know it's annoying. Sometimes I post too much and it's not related. Kompositorium is really a dose. I don't know in English. It is the place where we put all things composition. Okay. So it's like the Werkstatt. It is the I don't know in English. So the place, the atelier, the place where is a chaos, a creative chaos. Okay. So this is the concept of the channel, and you get a lot of things. So, but it's better. You hit the bell and at least you get notified. If you don't hit the bell, you won't get notified. So I was also very skeptic about the bell. I never hit the bell. Okay, I never hit the bell. Then I started doing this for some channels. Okay, so the channels that you see for example, most of you can't afford a lesson with me, what I understand. So I assume you would like to learn with me. So hit the bell and keep me close to your feed somehow, or open another YouTube account for your learning purpose. Another way to do is also with the Patreon, because with the Patreon you get notified on the email when I post something. And the coolest part on Patreon is that if you support with €5 each month, you can always have a mini chat support. Okay. Now I am available for this. If I am totally busy, then I explain to you. But now it works well. You can send your music, send your exercise, send your questions. I can give book recommendations, all the stuff that perhaps it's missing on the main channel, and it's important to you. Something that you want to ask, what do you mean by this, etc. Something that you really want help. But I'm here to teach, not to discuss everything. Okay, so if you want to discuss with me, you send a comment and we set a schedule and we do a live discussion. If you want a confrontation, so you don't agree with any idea that I bring in music, so you don't want to learn nothing from me, and you want to discuss with me and to prove me wrong, so send a comment or whatever, and we do a Zoom live, and we do live on YouTube. Then we do the discussion. Okay. What else? So this is the video. So I will keep a little bit short to not annoy. So this is the video, is the way. So it's the video about hitting the bell, activating the notification, and stay in touch, and also to engage more, because people they speak things, etc. But I see that people don't reply on the reply of people who is replying. So I don't know, you can talk with yourselves as well. So it's not forbidden. Remembering also the Patreon chat possibility for those who are the supporters, and above all, I am immensely thankful for the people who donate monthly on Patreon. This is awesome. Although the people behave like ghosts, I find this awesome. Someone said to me this happens because most of my subscribers and students, they are very disciplined or engaged people. They are practicing or composing, and they don't watch YouTube. It has a little bit of truth to this, because I teach it. I had a student who he didn't watch YouTube. He was against YouTube. He was an anti-YouTube, and I would also be one if I didn't were. So if I were not a YouTuber myself, I don't know. So I started watching YouTube in 2014, perhaps. I was a very radical analog person, hardware person, until it is not possible anymore. As you know, my hometown is in Brazil. Here in Austria, I don't have my things. I have to move from home to home, and you can't have so much things. So you start to use YouTube also as your media box, your CD, so all the composers I access them on internet, all such things, no. So some students they don't even open the YouTube. It's very funny. So I had here for example, recently in Vienna. So people who don't even go to the internet, and they come here to the lesson offline. So this is also my thing. So sometimes people are radically conservative as well. So they don't even appear on internet, and I think that many of the subscribers, they are silent, they are reading, and this is what happens. Now the important thing to remember is that you are a key element in the support of independent teaching. I am also let's say an admirer of the whole university academic ideal, but from the Humboldt perspective, the Platonic perspective, and what we have today is a huge crisis. It's a huge crisis with the institutions. I don't even start to explain why. I can explain very well why. And we have this crisis. So you play a role in saving education in somewhere, and now the place to save education is on internet, online, or with homeschooling, all these things that are more autonomous. Okay, so it's this decentralized education. So everything that you can do to somehow support people who are doing this seriously, you should do. And by seriously, I mean someone who do this as a profession, not a moron who just hire freelancers, hide his face on the channel, and appear like a music expert, but you can never see how is this person actually teaching, where this person came from, if this person can compose music at all, and such things, and still has 500,000 subscribers. So this means, so the monthly income is already done. Okay, so good for him. But now I see so many awesome professionals on YouTube, and you have to dig, to search a lot to find them. I know this is another video topic. I want to do a video recommending some gems that I found on YouTube. I say with confidence, many of them, they are from 5,000 subscribers or less, okay, and not much views, okay, because it is very hard to master at the same time the YouTube game and keeping the integrity. The ones that you see succeeding in this type of strategy, let's call it like strategy, they are like one in 2000. It's like lottery. You get the point. So when you see long form videos, so for example the Richard Atkinson, so you have the Thomas Goss, etc. So there are a lot of people who tried and started a similar thing, and on the video number 30 they give up because it requires a lot of toughness when you are not the winner of the lottery of YouTube. When you are, then it is awesome. Okay. So think about this. And what else? I lose the train of thought, but I think I brought some interesting ideas there. So we have the Fliegende Hollander, Wagner, Irish National Opera. So I had this playing the whole time as an homage to our great composer, the people who work at the Irish National Opera, and a suggestion to subscribe to the Opera Vision. So see you later. Ciao, ciao.